Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Welcome to senior night for the winter sports here at Crossings Christian School. This is a night to honor our seniors that have represented CCS through the winter season. These seniors have spent many hours representing Crossings as student athletes. Tonight, each student has been asked to select a coach or teacher that has made an impact on her education, as well as a few words from her parents.
We begin by celebrating our senior girls basketball player, Miss Gracie
First, before the
Mashmeyer.
girls' game, we will start by celebrating our girls basketball team, the seniors. We will first celebrate the lone senior girl basketball player, Gracie Mashmeyer. Gracie is the daughter of Carrie and Bill Mashmeyer. She's a member of varsity volleyball, basketball, soccer, tennis, link crew, student council, and Spanish club. After graduation, Gracie plans to attend Oklahoma State University and double major in neuroscience and biology, with minors in business and Spanish. Gracie would like to thank Coach Williams, who has completely changed the girls basketball program at Crossings. We are so thankful for his dedication to the sport and team, she said. Gracie's parents would like to share Bible verse Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. We love you and are so excited to watch you spread your wings and accomplish everything you dream of. Love, Mom and Dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gracie Mashmeyer.
Gracie has had an excellent season on the basketball floor. She is one of the few post presences that the Knights have on the floor.
Pom and cheer squad seniors. Our first senior is Miss Blake Jackson.
Now for our second honoree of the night, we will recognize our Pom and Cheer Squad seniors. First up, Blake Jackson. Blake is the daughter of Brandy and Troy Jackson, and she is a 4-year member of the Pom team. She's the team captain this season. Blake is involved in theater arts and is the baseball team manager. After graduation, she plans to attend an undecided university and major in science with plans to become a chiropractor. Blake would like to thank Coach Hayden Bingaman, who has taught her how to work hard and never give up. Blake's parents, the Bible verse they chose to share, is Ecclesiastes 3:1, 3-4. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. Blake, you are not just here for comedy relief. You are stronger than you know and smarter than you think, her parents said. We are so proud of you and excited for the next chapter of your life. Love, Mom, Dad, and Tyler.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Blake Jackson. Our next seniors are Ellison and Sophia Buchanan.
Next up, seniors Ellison and Sophia Buchanan. Ellison and Sophia are the daughters of Vicki and Brandon Buchanan. They are members of Cheer Student Council, Yearbook, NHS, Spanish Club, and Art Club. After graduation, Ellison plans to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in English literature. Sophia plans to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in business. Ellison would like to thank Mr. Seville for his impact on her during her time at Crossings. He has encouraged her and helped her grow as a person by giving her opportunities to grow in her confidence, creativity, and leadership skills. Sophia would like to thank Mrs. Mack. She consistently checks up on Sophia each week and asks how she can pray for her. Her room is always open to ask for any advice or just talk, and Sophia can always count on Miss Mack to encourage her, Sophia said. Ellison and Sophia's parents would like to share a Bible verse, Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Ella and Sophia, you are both such a blessing to our family, her parents wrote. You are both kind, smart, and talented, and we're so excited to see all that you accomplish in the future. We are so proud of you and love you so much, her parents wrote.
We're so proud of you and love you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Ellison and Sophia Buchanan. Our next senior is Miss Julia Garrison.
Next up is Miss Julia Garrison, who is the daughter of Allison and Mike Garrison. She's a member of Stuco, Spanish Club, Tennis, Cheer, and National Honor Society. After graduation, Julia plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in pre-med. Julia would like to thank Miss Willingham because not only is she an amazing teacher, but a bright light for Christ. She always has a smile on her face and cares for all of her students. Julia has loved getting to be in her class the last 2 years because of her kind, encouraging, and fun spirit. Julia's parents shared a verse, Psalm 16:8. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be shaken. This verse so beautifully expresses Julia's faith and integrity. We cannot watch him wait to do great things through you, Jules, her parents wrote.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Julia Garrison.
Next up is Riley Garrison. Riley is the daughter of Tammy Garrison and the late David Garrison. She is a member of Spanish Club, National Honor Society, Art Club, Cheer, and Student Council. After graduation, Riley plans to attend Oklahoma State University with an emphasis in the medical field. She would like to thank Mrs. Link for always being there for her when she needs to talk. She is always checking in on her and making her feel loved. Riley's mom would like to share Psalm 24. Let God grant what is in your heart and fulfill all your plans. Riley, you make me so very proud to be your mom. Your heart is so big, her mom wrote.
Riley's mom would like to share Psalms 24. Let God grant what is in your heart and fulfill all your plans. Riley, you make me so very proud to be your mom. Your heart is so big. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley Garrison. Our next senior is Miss Olivia Ann King. Olivia is the daughter of Stacy and John Myers and the late David King. She is a member of the
Next up is Olivia Ann King. Olivia is the daughter of Stacy and John Myers and the late David King. She is the member of a 7-time cheer state champion team, student council president and chairman of the board of directors, freshman and sophomore class president, head of honor roll grades 9 through 12, yearbook head editor, National Honor Society, soccer, track, and tennis logistics coordinator. After graduation, Olivia plans to attend the University of Oklahoma with an undecided major. She would like to thank Mrs. Mack for pouring into her life daily, whether that be through a test, while cooking, or walking in her office. She is genuine and a constant light. Mrs. Mack always knows what she needs and when she needs it most. Her joy for the Lord encourages Olivia in her walk with Christ. Olivia's parents would like to share Isaiah 25:1. Lord, you are Olivia's God. She will exalt you and you praise your name. For in perfect faithfulness you have done wonderful things planned long ago. Olivia, we have loved every minute of watching you grow up, and we are so proud of the person that you have become. We look forward to watching you walk through this next season of life. We love you. Mom, Dad, Caroline, and Bennett, her parents wrote.
We love you, Mom, Dad, Caroline, and Bennett. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Olivia King. Our next senior is Miss Caroline Kreger.
Next up tonight is Miss Caroline Kreger, who is the daughter of Tracy and Joe Kreger. She is a member of varsity cheer, tennis, yearbook business as an editor, student council, spirit president, student council board of directors, academic team, cross country, NHS, head of schools honor roll, and received the Community Service Award for her participation to the board for citizens caring for children. After graduation, Caroline plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in business marketing. Caroline would like to thank Mrs. Shields for helping her become the person she is today. She encourages Caroline to pursue her crazy ideas and matches her energy every step of the way. Mrs. Shields' style and confidence inspires Caroline. Caroline's parents would like to share Deuteronomy 31:8. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. Caroline, we want to remind you of this verse. We love you and are very proud of you, her parents wrote.
31:8. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. Caroline, we want to remind you of this verse. We love you and are very proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Caroline Kreger. Our next senior is Miss Kate McEwen.
Next up is Kate McEwen, who is the daughter of Christy and Kelly McEwen. She is a member of varsity cheer and tennis, student leadership, National Honor Society, and Spanish Club. After graduation, Kate plans to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in marketing.
Kate would like to thank Mrs. Marla.
Kate would like to thank Mrs. Marla, Mrs. Crystal, and Mrs. Aaron for loving her the last 2 years and teaching her so many valuable life lessons. Kate's parents would like to share 1 Corinthians 16:14. Do everything in love. Kate, you bring so much joy into our lives each and every day, her parents wrote. We can't wait to see how you keep growing into the person you want to become. We could not ask for a better daughter, Mom and Dad.
We couldn't ask for a better daughter. We love you the most, Mom and Dad. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kate McEwen. Our Our next senior is Miss Kate Pernay.
Next up is Kate Pernay, who is the daughter of Jennifer and Joe Pernay. She is a member of the varsity cheer team, tennis, track, yearbook, National Honor Society, and Student Council. After graduation, Kate plans to attend the University of Alabama and major in business. Kate would like to thank Mr. Seville for teaching her patience, leadership skills, and the importance of hard work, but most importantly, to enjoy life to the fullest. Kate's parents would like to share Joshua 1:9, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Kate, the joy you bring us is immeasurable, her parents wrote. We have loved watching you cheer these last 4 years and can't wait to see everything the future has in store for you. We love you, Mom and Dad.
Loved watching you cheer these last 4 years, and we can't wait to see everything the future has in store for you. We love you, Mom and Dad. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kate Pernay. Our next senior is Miss Ruthie Ryan.
Next up is Ruthie Ryan. She is the daughter of Allison and Kelly Ryan. She is a member of Varsity Cheer, Student Council, Link Crew Leader, NHS, and a 2-year track manager. After graduation, Ruthie plans to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in health and exercise science. Ruthie would like to thank Coach Caitlin for the significant impact on her throughout her time at Crossings. From the first day of practice freshman year to now, Coach Caitlin has taught her how to be intentional and work hard. She has loved her and pushed her not only to be a better athlete, but a better person. Ruthie's parents would like to share Proverbs 16:3. Our prayer for your future is that you would commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. Ruthie, as you finish this chapter and look forward to the next, we want you to know what an honor and blessing it's been to walk beside you. We love you, the world, her parents wrote.
You know what an honor and blessing it's been to walk beside you. We love you, the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ruthie Ryan.
And last but certainly not least is Julia Faith Wall, who is the daughter of Heather and John Wall. She is a member of the 7-time state champion varsity cheer team, tennis, student council, and student council committee leader, National Honor Society, and yearbook. After graduation, Julia plans to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in nursing. She would like to thank Mrs. Mack. She has been a wonderful mentor and someone Julia can go to for anything. She has taught her to put God first, build strong relationships, and how to cook. Julia is very thankful for the impact that Mrs. Mack had on her life. Julia's parents would like to share Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. Julia, we love you and are so proud of all you have accomplished, her parents wrote. We know this is just the beginning, and God has a bright future planned for you. Love, Dad, Mom, Jack, and Jude.
Julia, we love you and are so proud of
Let's give all of our seniors and their family one final round of applause. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. And if you could not make it, thank you so much for tuning in to the live stream. Should have 2 great games following the senior night festivities. But for now, give it up for the seniors and all of their hard work over the years at Crossings. Welcome back, basketball fans, to another packed night of basketball here in Oklahoma City. Tonight, we will start with the girls' game, varsity Lady Knights, as they take on the Harding Charter Eagles. Lady Knights having a really solid season to this point in the year after making that jump up in classification last year. And Coach Williams has been a big reason why. You can just see it in the way that these girls are playing and the way that they hustle and the way that they fight for each other. And you know, this group has had to battle through a lot of injuries this year, some tough luck, missing a lot of talent. And freshmen and sophomore Lady Knights are really having to step up everywhere. A lot in the starting lineup. Going to be a good one tonight. This is Ross Lovelace on the call tonight, and again we have Reed Lovelace in the booth with me as color analyst tonight. We're gonna have some fun here.
Excited to be here. Let's get this thing going.
And just so you listeners at home are aware, we don't have the Harding Charter roster for tonight, so we will do our best with what we can. Set to tip off here, get things underway. Lady Knights starting Clara Beebe and Hadley Holloman, both freshmen. Allison Hickey, Gracie Mashmeyer, and Carly Little rounding out the starting five. Lady Knights force a turnover on the first play as Beebe gets out in transition, and that's what she loves to do. Gives it right back, though, in transition the other way. Tough finish at the rim. It's a nice Euro step there. And the Lady Knights are really going to have to limit turnovers. Harding Charter wants to get out and run. Very active on defense, as you can see right here. Really denying every single pass that the Knights are trying to throw. Another errant pass out of bounds.
This Harding defense is on fire from the start. They're everywhere.
Up the line playing really hard denies. It's trouble for the Knights when they can't beat the defender off the dribble. There's really nothing else you can do. On the right-handed pull-up, that's a tough shot. Smooth bucket underneath. And the Eagles jumping out to a 4-0 lead quick. Beebe here at the top. And again, just that hounding defense. Gonna have a foul here. It's Jordan Anderson on the foul. But still, just really impressive defense. Three possessions, 3 turnovers for the Lady Knights.
The Knights are usually the ones to get their points off turnovers early on in the game. Maybe a push off there.
Have it out of bounds, it looks like. Stepped on the line. As the Knights force a turnover of their own.
5 turnovers in the game so far, up to the 6-minute and 44 mark. Some great defense being played early in this game.
Beebe here driving from the timeline, wants to find her back door, passes to Hickey on the left hand. Solid finish there by Hickey to find the glass. 3-point bucket, no good on the other end, but the follow inside.
The difference in pace between Harding getting the ball off the floor right now is just they're getting it up within 3 or 4 seconds and starting their possession so early.
Another steal there for the Lady Eagles, back in transition. Nice hesitation move there, breaking down the defender and finding a way to the rim. 8-2, Knights want an early timeout. Gonna have to figure out a way to slow down that Lady Eagles transition attack and take care of the ball on offense. There's too many passes that are being deflected that lead to transition breakouts the other way, that lead to easy layups, and the Lady Knights are not in a position to give up those baskets, especially when it's so hard for them to even get the ball up on the rim.
Absolutely, and the Knights are going to have to find a way to get back in transition, like you said, and slow this team down. I can tell they love to run and capitalize off their defense here.
Absolutely, it just feels like the Lady Knights are having to work so hard to even get a shot up, and the Lady Eagles are really, taking any shot they want, whether it's a jumper, whether it's getting to the lane. They're really kind of getting to pick and choose. Another foul there on the perimeter. This will be interesting to watch, because if they're going to call those perimeter touch fouls, we could have some foul trouble early, because this Lady Eagle team loves to play deny defense. As you see right there, another steal. My goodness. In transition, back the other way. The Lady Eagles really solid around the rim. They've mastered that glass shot, seen that Euro move a couple times now. Really composed group. Hickey on the drive. That one sails out of bounds, and another turnover for the Lady Knights. Just need to take a deep breath.
Knights sitting back in a 2-3, maybe trying to slow down the Eagles a little bit here.
A three-pointer from the corner. It's Jordan Addison. Swishes it home.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, the Lady Eagles are really finding whatever they want on offense. Any shot they want. Three-pointer in the lane. Mid-range jumper. Lady Eagles really just picking apart the Knights defense. We've seen them switch from a 2-3, 3-2. They've pressed a little bit, seen them in man. And they just have no answer. Lady Knights have no answer for that offensive attack in transition. And on the other end, they can't really find any space to get to the hole. We've seen a few foul calls on the perimeter, 2 fouls so far on Harding. But, not near enough to where it's going to impact the game. The Lady Knights need to find another way, to attack the basket without relying on those foul calls, because, they're not getting called every play. Lady Knights are going to have to find another source of offense tonight.
Claire is going to have some help dribbling the ball up the floor as well, with how much pressure they're putting on the ball handler.
Yeah,
it's going to take a toll all night, as well as having everyone else denied. You're going to have to beat people off the dribble a lot, and that can get really tiring throughout the game. It'll be interesting to see how long Harding can keep up this high-energy defense with only, it looks like 3 players on the bench. So maybe towards the end of the game, their defense could start slowing down a little bit. Who knows?
Lady Knights in a zone right here. Looks like almost a 3-2 zone, packed in 3-2 zone, but Little keeps coming up to take away that middle pass there. Going to try another 3 from the opposite corner, no good. Ball's on the ground for a little bit before Hadley Holloman is able to rip it away. Going to have a jump ball here. Lady Knights will take possession of that ball. And it really just feels like, to me, Harding is, the aggressor early on.
Absolutely.
Throwing the first punch here. We'll see how the Lady Knights can respond. Hickey on the drive. Going to say this one is out of bounds off of Harding.
Having the ball at a baseline out of bounds with a coach like Coach Williams is never a bad thing. Most of the time, you're going to get something good out of it.
Something going to the rim,
Just
and
like
there
that.
it is.
There it is. 2 points.
Beautiful left-hand finish there from Allison Hickey. Fantastic play design to wrap that pass around there. 3-pointer from the corner, no good. Mashmeyer able to tip it to Holloman. Holloman in transition the other way. Off the backboard, just a little too strong for Holloman. Looked like she was just out of control there.
Great wall up there from Carly.
Hickey trying to tip that one.
Gotta love to see the Knights coming out of this timeout looking a lot more energized on defense with 2 stops in a row. Let's see if they can get some momentum here.
Holloman heads to the bench after bringing strong energy to the floor, like you said, strong defensive energy for sure. Hickey working the perimeter, strong defense from the Lady Eagles. Hickey gets to the rim, gets a nice shot. Couldn't fall though.
I don't know if you noticed, Ross, but on that play there, every single girl was standing on the outside and not moving around trying to help Allison, just kind of letting her do her own thing. They're going to have to give her some help with all that pressure she's getting up there.
Yeah, really the Harding defense is not necessarily watching the ball. They're really zoned in on who they're guarding and their individual matchup. And that's what you see when they're playing up the line like this and face guarding, denying these passes. That's why the Knights are struggling so hard to find any sort of open shots.
And you can do that when you have a team that's athletic and lengthy to cover that much of the floor. Knights in a 1-3-1 look now, it looks like.
Nice ball reversal here for the Lady Eagles out to the corner. Gonna try a triple, no good. Long rebound in possession of the Eagles. Lady Knights clearly trying to take away that painted area. 3-pointer from the corner, no good. Lady Knights finally come away with a rebound. Have a chance to cut into that lead. With all those missed threes, you might have found a weak spot there for a bit.
Absolutely. Gotta get rebounds though.
Stolen, back the other way. Off the glass.
Just like the Knights did a few weeks ago, it seems like Eagles get most of their points off of stealing and getting out and running on fast break. Their speed and pace of play is really something to watch.
Nice pass inside from Beebe. Little, the extra pass. Mashmeyer on the drive, inside, no good.
Great pass there from senior Gracie Mashmeyer. Ross, why don't you tell us a little bit about how special she's been to this team this year?
Yeah, she's been a great player. She's been one of the Lady Knights' lone post presence. Carly Little has had to step up, but Mashmeyer, she can do it all for this team. She's been a strong rebounder, has great touch off the glass inside, when she does get those open looks, and that's what the Lady Knights are trying to establish offensively. Any sort of shot from the paint is a good one.
Not to mention a hard worker and a leader as well for this Lady Knights team.
Lady Knights still trying to work around that perimeter. Dribble handoff seems to be their main source of offense here. Little will reset near the timeline. Beebe cutting back door, and we're going to have a foul here on the pass. Holland Robertson in the game for the first time for the Lady Knights.
Hadley Holloman returns as well.
Going to have an offensive foul for the Lady Knights. They lose a possession under the hoop. Lady Knights still working from that zone, daring the Lady Eagles to shoot, and they will. 3-pointer from the top of the key, no good. Inside rebound, gonna have a foul going up.
The Knights' strategy to make the Eagles shoot perimeter shots has seemed to be working. However, it doesn't work when you can't get a defensive rebound.
Yeah. First shot up and good. Lady Eagles have had a serious advantage on the glass tonight. Even when the Lady Knights are getting stops, it seems like it takes 3 or 4 3 or 4 shots to finally come up with a loose ball, to finally come up with a rebound.
No rim on either free throws. 17-4.
Beebe here working near the top of the key. I'd like to see maybe some high ball screens, free her up.
Oh,
And she tries to make that cross-court pass. That's just a tough pass to make all the way to the free throw line, as the Lady Eagles get an easy layup. Lady Knights don't see the clock running out, and that will be the end of the first quarter here. Harding Charter with an impressive defensive performance, completely overwhelming the Lady Knights to start off this ball game, as the Lady Knights will talk things over and search for answers on the sideline offensively. We will take a break here. Thanks for joining. This is Ross Lovelace, play-by-play. Again, Reed Lovelace doing color tonight. Stay with us. Back here with second quarter action as the Lady Knights run some nice action to start things off here. Get a good look off the backboard, just couldn't convert. And that's been the difference tonight in the game so far. You know, when the Lady Eagles are able to get a shot near the rim and put the ball on the backboard, it's going in almost every single time. The Lady Eagles have really solid composure in the lane. Nice wraparound pass there for Hickey. Little can't quite control it though. It might have been a good look for the Knights offensively. Beebe gonna launch a 3 from the corner. Got it! Clara Beebe. That's how you get your team back into it, the crowd back into it. Knocking down a 3-pointer there in the second quarter. Cutting the Lady Eagle lead to 14 points. Backside off the glass. Good inside. Lady Eagles with an answer.
great turnout from the CCS student section as well for these senior girls.
Yeah, absolutely. Little, pass to Hickey. Hickey to the corner. Mashmeyer will try a 3, no good. That one off the mark. Lady Eagles will take over.
Knights still sitting back in this 1-3-1.
Holloman working the top of the 1-3-1. Lady Knights trying to force those outside shots like you see there. Can't give up those rebounds though. Holloman lucky to get one there. Coach Williams wants to speed things up in transition. 23-7 Knights trail. As that one goes out of bounds, should be Crossing's ball underneath the hoop, and it is. Going to have another turnover, on a timeout rather. Looked like a turnover. We previously had that foul on the inbounds play a few possessions ago. Would not have been good for the Knights to waste another baseline out of bounds play, as that is, you know, one of Coach Williams' strong suits. He's an incredible play caller out of timeouts, out of sets. has a lot of great action. So the Knights need to take advantage of these situations whenever they can, whenever they find themselves in, under the basket, sidelines, out of bounds. Really let Coach Williams, work his magic there. Lady Knights ball on the baseline, out of a timeout here. 6:03 left until halftime. Lady Knights trail by 16. Trying to get a backside cutter there. Beebe got to find someone to throw it into. Hickey chases it down, throw it in. We're going to have a foul right here. Lady Knights just a few fouls away from the bonus now. 6:01 left until halftime.
These Harding girls do need to be careful, considering they don't have many girls on the bench, and this foul trouble could really hurt them down the stretch of this game.
Lady Knights, Clara Beebe going to get called for an offensive foul here. Coach Williams, not a huge fan of that call.
I'm not sure about that one. It's a pretty aggressive game. That one seemed like a regular basketball play to me.
Lady Knights still in that zone. And really we mentioned it earlier, but it's been working. They've been getting exactly what they want out of it. Forced long-range jumpers, missed three-pointers. It's just, and what a save there from Hadley Holloman. She's going to win the Knights a possession here. Claire Beebe the other way, layup, got it. And that's all from the hustle of Hadley Holloman near the baseline to save that ball.
Look how fast the Eagles get a shot up on the way back.
Another miss on the other end. Beebe starting the break. Lady Knights have a chance to get to double digits here. 5 minutes left until halftime. Beebe pivoting. Lots of defense interface. Gonna have another foul. Five fouls so far on the Lady Eagles. And as you mentioned, it looks like there's only 3 girls suited up on the bench. Carly Little enters the ball into Clara Beebe here. As Beebe surveying the defense off of Hickey's screen. What a play inside. Beautiful design by Coach Williams as he walks away. Oh yeah, he knows. He knows. That was a work of art there. That screen, back screen for Hickey. Beautiful pass, placed it right where it needed to be, and Hickey headed to the line. She's rewarded. Coach Williams rewarded too. What a play. Hickey gets 1 of 2 to go, and the Lady Knights will take any points they can get here in this one. Tough move inside, looked like it might have been an extra step, won't matter though. Lady Knights headed in transition, up to Little. Little on the block, out to Beebe. Beebe on the handle. She'll face up and drive on the defense, left hand. Tries to find Carly Little. Lady Knights gonna keep possession here, down 13.
The Knights offense really seems to have gained some fluidity here as they're getting some good looks right now.
Absolutely. Hickey here. Spin move from Hickey, goes up with the left. She's gonna be fouled. And it looks like, the Lady Knights might have started off the game just a bit timid, and now they're really warming up to the pace and the physicality of this game. And you can just see them, with each loose ball, with each shot, just get a little more comfortable out there. Oh man, and that one just rims out the free throw line. Lady Knights really need some luck from the free throw stripe tonight. Hickey can get him started right here. Just short. 3 missed free throws in the last 2 trips for the Lady Knights. That hurts.
Absolutely, got to capitalize on those free throws. Down the stretch, every point matters.
Outside shot, no good. Lady Knights keep possession here. Beebe thought she was fouled underneath there, but nonetheless, the Lady Knights will have a chance here to cut into that lead once again. And Hickey there just throws that one out of bounds. Looked like she had little underneath. Not on the same page there. Just too many of those possessions in the first half where you don't get a shot up. You know, the Lady Knights are only down 23-10 as the Lady Eagles turn it over. This game is not over by any means. The Lady Knights are really hanging in there. And when you factor in all of the empty possessions there have been, you know, with turnovers and where they didn't even get a shot up, it's really impressive that they've been able to stay in this game and kind of weather the storm.
As well as 3 missed free throws on top of that.
Absolutely. Beebe here, hounding defense up top. Nice pass, finds it inside to Hickey. Holloman, corner 3, just long. Right on track.
Allison's ability to get to the hole has really gotten the offense going right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it seems like Beebe is really having trouble with the hounding defense up top, and understandably so. This team is terrific on the perimeter, but Hickey really seems to be the one with the advantage, you know, on that post inside. She seems to be just a little bit quicker than the rest of the Eagles. Back the other way here. Lady Eagles in transition on a Knights turnover. Left-handed layup.
Quick shout out to our sister Kate Lovelace as she's walking across us on the Palm team.
Beebe crosses the timeline to the wing. Holloman out to Little, and it looks like the Lady Eagles now falling back in a bit of a 2-3 zone, maybe a matchup zone. Does look like a matchup zone. And the Lady Knights turn the ball over. Free run out for the Eagles. Second possession in a row, you know, after the Lady Knights had really fought their way back into this one to kind of weather the storm and take back some of that momentum. And that just looked like the opening sequence of the game. You know, four turnovers in a row. Knights down 8-0 off the rip.
I'm not sure if the Eagles haven't capitalized on a turnover yet.
Yeah. This matchup zone looks really, really solid here. Inside to Beebe. Beebe splits the double team.
Great
inside,
move.
off the backboard. Clara Beebe. What a move to split the double team with speed there. Getting back on defense. Probably a good foul there for the Lady Knights too. Nobody was ready to take away the basket. And Harding Charter not in the bonus yet. So, you know, you might have saved a free layup there. Potentially a foul too.
Nope.
Not the worst
Knights
thing.
almost have to put their head down and sprint back as soon as the shot goes up on their side, because these Eagles get out so quickly and get going. Like you said, they almost make made shots a fast break sometimes.
Harding Charter working that inside-out action and one. Finishing with the touch off the rim. Left-handed, nice finish there from Jordan Anderson.
Strong finish from Jordan Anderson there.
Anderson just off on that free throw attempt. As the Lady Knights still within striking distance. This one isn't too far out of reach yet. Like we mentioned, especially considering all that's gone wrong so far for the Lady Knights. Seems like they haven't really found that rhythm yet. In transition, just ahead, great pass. What an impressive pass up ahead. Beebe's one of the fastest girls on the floor right now, and it was just across her outstretched arm. Couldn't quite get a fingertip on it. That just shows you how perfectly placed that pass in transition was to get a free layup for the Eagles. Holloman turning the ball over near half court. And man, the Lady Eagles are so good around the bucket there. They take advantage of every single layup they get. The floaters, you know, off the glass, up and under, you name it. They're converting tonight.
The Eagles are really winning the physical battle here. When they seem to go on runs, it's because of really just out being the aggressor here. Like you said early on, and every time they go on a run, they seem to be the aggressor.
Up ahead in transition once again, Mashmeyer tries to take it away, and she does. We're gonna have a travel here. I think that one might have been a foul. Student section doesn't like it. Holloman was a little confused too. 0.2 seconds left, not enough time to get anything real off here. That shot is not gonna count, and that will be the end of the first half of play. Lady Knights were pitted in a hole early on with that 8-0 start for the Lady Eagles. Just really tough to come back from that. Looked like they made some leeway there with the momentum shot, you know, knock down a three-pointer from BB, get Hickey to the free throw line twice. But that run to end the half really hurts the Lady Knights in the second half. All that momentum really seems to be out the door now. Just a tough end sequence there for the Lady Knights, but they battled. You know, like we said, they battled that entire first half. And considering, you know, how fast, how physical this Harding Charter defense is and how well they've been able to get to the rim, the Lady Knights are hanging tough and staying in this one. Down 33-12 at halftime here. We'll have a halftime show on the floor, and we will be back just under 9 minutes. Again, this is Ross Lovelace on the call tonight, play-by-play. Reed Lovelace on color tonight. Crossings Harding. We are at halftime of the varsity girls game where the Knights trail 33-12, and we will have varsity boys action coming up shortly at 8 p.m. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss all we have planned for the evening. Back here with second half action. Again, this is Ross Lovelace on the call tonight. Reed Lovelace, color commentary. Lady Knights find themselves in a big hole here heading into the third quarter. 33-12, Harding Charter Lady Eagles lead this one. Lady Knights once again in that zone attack, allowing the Lady Eagles to shoot free from the corner. Just like we saw in the first half, that shot off, but the rebound is up and good for the Lady Eagles, extending that lead to 23 to start this third frame.
Eagles come out in a 2-3, unlike their aggressive man, how they started out in the first quarter.
We saw them switch into a little bit of a zone there at the end of the first half. It was more of that matchup look, though. This one was a clear 2-3, had some traps. Yeah, timeout from the bench. Looks like Coach Williams is a little bit confused on that one.
Maybe saved the turnover there, too.
Yeah, did maybe save a turnover. But again, timeout 50 seconds into the half. It's an early spot to burn one for sure. When you get in trouble there on the wing, though, you know, you got to save that turnover.
And with the score right now, you know, you got to make a move now before it gets too far where you can't come back.
See what you can do to put yourself in a position, you know, to maybe strike there in the fourth quarter if the Lady Knights can go on a run here. I'd really like to see if they can get some three-point shooters going. We saw Clara Beebe knock down a triple from the corner in the first half. Hadley Holloman has had some big games from downtown this season. Carly Little has a nice-looking shot, too. She's not afraid to step out and shoot it. If the Lady Knights can get those three a few open looks here in the second half, little momentum, see what happens. And I'm sure that's what Coach Williams is telling the group here. Don't worry about the scoreboard, you know, just fight back. See how many shots you can hit. Stop, score, stop. See what happens. Nice move inside from Hickey. Left hand off the glass. And that's a good start.
Great little hesitation cross there from Allison.
Yeah, the Lady Knights seem to have an advantage with Hickey on the drive, as we mentioned in the first half. And the Lady Eagles again scoring on an offensive rebound.
You know, I'd like to see the Eagles stat sheet from first chance points to second chance points and compare the two.
I agree. That's a great point. Little here out to Beebe, who's trying to find an opening in that zone. If the Lady Eagles are going to sit in that zone, got to send that high post cutter right there. Middle of the defense is wide open. And not having anyone in the middle of the floor really allows the Harding defense to spread out and take away each individual player in that zone. Lady Knights still in that 1-3-1 zone we saw in the first half. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. Once again, good.
Good initial defense.
Absolutely. The Lady Knights have played fantastic defense on the first trip down both times this half. And Beebe might have had an opening there with Mashmeyer just a little bit too high, and Mashmeyer timed the jump a little bit early.
These Knights are working hard to block out each possession. A lot of the times it just really seems like they're outsized down there, and at that point, you just got to fight harder, I guess, but they're doing a pretty good job of getting position.
Oh my goodness, Hickey.
Great finish by Allison Hickey.
Inside with the left off the glass, Allison Hickey. And she just has fantastic body control on her drives to the hoop, you know. She's never really out of control. She plays at her own pace. She doesn't really let the defense speed her up or slow her down. She just kind of finds a way to get to the rim, and bam.
And right-handed, but she loves to go to the left side and finish with her left.
Yeah. She just puts her head down, the ball on the floor, and bam, she's just at the rim. You know, it's just like you blink and she's there.
Slow, long strides towards the end, too.
Yeah.
Little Euros that are, wow.
Man, and Carly Little with a clean block. One of the highlights of the night for the Knights. Gonna have a foul called though. And Anderson headed to the line to shoot 2. Little still smiling about that one. Anderson gets the first one to go. (41-16), Lady Knights trail. That defense seems to be extending here for the Lady Eagles. I feel like sometimes, you know, in those zones, you get a few steals, you get a little bit of confidence, you move up a little bit. You know, especially when playing, you want to get those deflections just like there. Holloman inside, Little off the glass. Smooth finish off the glass. And the Lady Knights finding some offensive success there, but you know, just like the first half, the Lady Eagles are back up the floor in a blink of an eye. They will absolutely make you pay for not getting back.
Absolutely. I've said it all night, but man, I don't know if I've seen a team get the ball out of the net as fast as these Lady Eagles do.
Two for 2 at the free throw line for the Lady Eagles.
Great play from the Knights to find Clara Beebe in the corner for 3.
Just off. And again, you know, during that timeout, that's exactly what I was referring to. Lady
Great
Knights
steal.
Finding a way to get their shooters open. Beebe making it happen herself in transition. Pulls up. She's headed to the free throw line. Fantastic anticipation there from Beebe. Just as the Lady Eagles have been able to do all night, kind of take away those skip passes. Beebe gives them a taste of their own medicine there. She's headed to the free throw line.
These starters for the Lady Knights have played a lot of minutes tonight.
Yeah.
Got to think they're starting to get a little tired.
And you see it there, Beebe just short on that free throw. Not enough legs. Second free throw for Beebe, again short. Lady Knights gonna have to dig in deep and really find some energy here to last the rest of the game. Still have a whole fourth quarter to play. Again, Lady Knights playing solid defense, but just can't quite rip away the rebound as we have a jump ball on the floor that will stay with the Lady Knights. Nice drive from Mashmeyer. She sets up an open look for Hickey, who just is off on that three-pointer. Looked left from the beginning, stayed left.
That's a charge.
And Hickey makes up for it. That's exactly what you love to see there. You know, she's off on that three-pointer, but she's the one that hustles back and gets to the spot to take away the layup and draw the charge. Impressive hustle play there from Allison Hickey.
And a coach pleaser as well.
Absolutely.
Great passing from the Knights.
Gets the friendly roll there. Beebe looked caught up there in the middle, just didn't really know whether to take a charge or
caught no
contest the
man's
shot.
land,
Yeah,
really.
just got caught a little bit. And just as the Lady Knights had cut that lead from 41 to 18, Harding responds with a 5-0 run. Really taking away the life out of this Lady Knights team. In transition, once again, ahead of the pack. Left hand up. No good. But we're headed to the free throw line once again.
Clara had a Fitbit on tonight. She'd have quite a few steps.
Absolutely. She has been running all over the floor. She's had to do a lot for this Lady Knights team.
And Hadley Holloman enters the game. Give Clara Beebe a rest.
I think this is the first rest Clara Beebe's had all night.
I think you're right.
Lady Knights still running offense here, getting better late in this game. Trying to work that perimeter, seeing a different look with this zone. Harding Charter working the ball inside. Holland Robertson going to head to the free throw line here.
And Holland Robertson, a 5'11" freshman. Love to see her getting minutes as a young girl in these very physical and big games with great teams.
Second free throw good. Holland Robertson goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. That's something the Lady Knights have not been able to say often tonight. Harding Charter stepping into a three-pointer. It's a good looking jump shot, pull-up jumper. Stayed composed, got the friendly roll, extending the lead to 51-20. Harding Charter taking care of business here. Nice pass inside into Robertson, who's blocked there.
Harding has really found their stride shooting the ball. Seems like getting to the free throw line and knocking a couple down sparks some confidence in them.
Little here on the wing. Cross-court skip pass. That's a nice look from Little. Just blocked right out of bounds. It's a strong block. Great defensive play. Can't say enough about how good this team has been on defense, this Harding Charter team. Really disciplined, sound defensively too. Really know how to move their feet without fouling. It's impressive to watch. They're able to get so many deflections. And it seems like they're all moving as, one team. It looks like they're moving as a unit. They are expecting back cuts. They're expecting, down screens. And they know where their teammates are going to be in transition.
Point-saving steal from Allison as she gets on a one-man fast break to Carly Little.
Hit Carly Little just off on that layup attempt there. But Hickey on the follow, can't get it to go with the scoop left hand. And back the other way, Harding Charter.
Two great looks the Knights would love to have capitalized on there that ended up in two for the other team.
Mashmeyer will try her luck from downtown, no good. Hickey almost with the follow. And that's the end of the third quarter. Looked like a promising start to the quarter. The Knights had cut Harding's lead to 41-18. Harding quickly responds, though, with a strong final push. And now the Lady Knights down 35 heading into the fourth quarter. Stay tuned. We'll take a timeout. Be back for fourth quarter action. Lady Knights here hanging tough on defense, still working out of that 2-3 zone. You know, we've really seen them switch up the defense tonight, and that's a sign of, you know, a solid team that's built for, you know, a playoff run, maybe get a few wins here down the stretch. We've seen them run 2-3, we've seen them run 1-3-1, 3-2, and man, you know, they're really switching up the looks, versatility on this defensive unit.
And great spurts throughout the game where the Knights really looked really competitive. And, you know, 3 or 4 minutes would go by and they might win those 3 or 4 minutes, but just steals.
It's just
really.
those, you know, back-to-back-to-back possessions with turnovers and runouts that we've seen, you know, to start the game off. Like we mentioned, Harding, 4 turnovers off the rip, leading to 4 layups, 8-0 start. That's really tough to come back from, and it feels like we've had a few of those. And outside of those, the Lady Knights have played competitive, like you said. And I also, like, for what it's worth, this is an incredible Harding Charter team.
Absolutely.
These girls deserve their flowers for sure. Harding Charter, the number 8 team in the country, right, or the state right now, one of four teams to receive first place votes. So I mean, there's a reason that they're here. There's a reason they're so highly ranked, and they're 17-3. This team's only lost 3 games all year. Left
with
hand off
5
the rim
wins
inside.
in the top 20 as well to add on to that.
BB on the push in transition here. Harding Charter back in a man-to-man defense. BB drawing the defense in, kicking out to Holloman for 3, got it! Hadley Holloman knocks down the Knights' second triple of the game, first one coming from BB.
And a freshman to a freshman. This Knights team has, I believe, 7 or 8 freshmen on the team, so a very young team with a lot to look forward to as well.
Yeah, 3 on the floor right now. Robertson with the steal. Another freshman there. BB crossing the timeline for this young Knights team. Nice jab step from Little.
Almost got that one to go.
That is a really strong move. You know, I think that Little was maybe a little bit too far away from the goal there, but like, to keep your footwork there, to keep that pivot foot and find a way to get it off the glass without traveling is a really impressive move for a big. It's a finesse move right there.
Harding's going to get called for a violation there.
First shot for Little at the line. Money.
Mulligan.
She did get a mulligan. Second shot for Little. Up and good. 2 trips to the line where the Knights were perfect. Robertson and Little both go 2 for 2. Lady Knights still working out of that zone. To the corner, 3-point attempt, no good. Backside rebound there. No good. That should be Lady Knights ball, and it is.
You know, these Knights are battling.
They really are.
For the rebound.
And I see what, you know, Coach Williams has done all game long. He understands how undersized the Lady Knights are in this game with this, you know, really solid Harding Charter team that is impressive rebounding the ball.
Lengthy, very lengthy.
So, you know, sometimes going to a zone defense can really, you know, even some of that out and negate some of that, but also you lose some on the glass. It's hard to rebound out of a zone because everyone has to know their spot. Everyone has to find someone. You got to match up, and it's really hard, especially when you play a team that's as fast and as physical as Harding Charter is, because rebounders are coming from every single angle, on the perimeter, inside. Everyone on that team is trying to rebound. So, you know, if you miss an assignment, if one person is a step slow, it's an offensive rebound if you're in a zone.
Yep. Both teams will be in the bonus for the remainder of the game. Hope there's not too many fouls.
Out of bounds. So the Lady Knights will have a baseline out of bounds play here.
Senior Gracie Mashmeyer checking back into the game for the remaining 4 minutes and 46 seconds of senior night. She's really left it all out there tonight. She's, again, such an important piece of this team and a true leader out there on the floor.
Jump ball as the Lady Knights with another turnover inside.
Where is the iPad? I think Carrie's husband has it.
And a turnover underneath for the Lady Knights after a jump ball. That's great action there in the corner for Harding Charter there to really draw the defense in with that pass. And then right back where it came from for the triple in the corner, giving the Lady Eagles point number 60 of the night. Mashmeyer inside, able to get 2 buckets here on senior night. To the corner, Harding Charter working the ball around the perimeter, trying another 3, got it again. That's 2 triples in a row for the Lady Eagles. Nice inside-out action from the Lady Knights. And, you know, in the second half, throughout these Harding Charter runs.
Great move.
That is a great move. Just off there on the finish. Throughout these Harding Charter runs, we've seen the Knights really try and put an emphasis on getting the ball to the high post and working that high-low action. We didn't really see a lot of that in the first half. It was more just, you know, come across the timeline and just try and get open, try and fight through the defense. But the Lady Knights have really tried to work through the high post, work on those extra passes here in the second half. You know, so even in tough games like this, when the deficit is large, there's still plenty that the Lady Knights can be working on, and we're seeing that here offensively. And the Knights' lone senior, Gracie Mashmeyer, who's been an incredibly important piece to rebuilding this Lady Knights program with Coach Williams, and really doing so much for this program. Checks out for the final time in her last home game here. Still has plenty to look forward to the remainder of the season. The Lady Knights gonna have some big games coming up, some winnable games in the playoffs. And that's thanks to Gracie Mashmeyer and the culture that she helped Coach Williams build from the first day. You know, he took the job. Turnover inside as the Lady Knights have their subs in the game. And one in transition here for the Lady Eagles.
I believe
that's Lily Stanton on the foul there.
May have gotten caught again in the no man's land between a charge or should I block this, and I'm going to do both.
Yeah. Holloman taking care of the point guard duties for the Knights here. A lot of youth in the game for the Lady Knights. Again, we mentioned they had quite a bit of youth really across the board on the roster. This is a team that's not going away anytime soon.
Steal.
And a nice steal there from Stanton underneath. And that should be a foul on the Lady Eagles. She took the ball away and then took a shoulder to the ground. Really impressive there.
Are they calling a jump ball out of that?
it looked like they were in a weird angle there to see that, to see exactly what happened. You know, from the backside, from the left side of the floor.
Surely this can't be that big of a call here. It's 1:33 left in the game. Definitely looks like a foul from our angle, though.
I wonder if they're talking about a more than a common foul. They're going to get a jump ball.
A jump ball on the initial
Oh, and
move,
and
a technical for what
technical
happened
foul.
after, it looks like.
That somewhat makes sense to me, but it looked like more of a common foul. I just think that they were both going for the rebounds, and
Yeah, it's hard to call it technical this late in this game, but
it was absolutely a foul.
absolutely, yeah. Yep.
I don't think it was after the play. I think it was in the context of the play. And Holloman splits a pair at the line.
Allman's knocked down some shots tonight.
Yeah,
some
she
threes
absolutely
and some
has.
free throws.
Knights bring in two fresh faces once again as Holloman and Robertson check out. The Knights have their full bench in the game right now. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Inside to Stanton. Trying to find her way to the basket, but gets caught up in the trees. Inside. Good off the glass. And you know, I alluded to it a few seconds ago, but the height on this Harding Charter team is just so impressive. It's so useful in these type of basketball games. You know, it just really adds another element that makes this team elite. The size and the shot blocking ability of the bigs on this Harding Charter team. You see it right there. I mean, you can just throw it inside. Another offensive rebound. Stanton able to rip it away. Give the Knights one more possession. Looked like the Lady Knights had a hole open up there, solid penetration, and just could not capitalize. Ball goes off the foot. Solid action though for the Lady Knights. And Harding Charter gonna dribble this one out, taking home a huge lead heading into playoff time. 69-28 is gonna be your final score. Harding Charter Lady Eagles over the Crossings Christian Lady Knights. Harding Charter moves to 18-3 on the season. Again, like we mentioned, you know, a top 10 team in the state competing for a state championship, no doubt. And you saw why tonight. Just a really impressive all-around performance. Really impressive team here. And not much the Lady Knights could do there.
We also want to wish Gracie Mashmeyer one last happy senior night. We look forward to see what you do from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Lady Knights now 10-8 on the season. Again, 10 wins. Really impressive for this Lady Knights team. In year 2 under Coach Williams, they will finish out the season at Bethany, who is number 1 in 4A, a terrific girls basketball team. And then Heritage Hall to end the season next week. Thanks for tuning in for this girls basketball game. A big-time matchup coming up next between the varsity boys, Crossings Christian, and Harding Charter. We will have senior night festivities once again before the boys game. Ross Lovelace on the play-by-play call tonight. Reed Lovelace helping out with color. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and you don't want to miss the boys game. Welcome to senior night for the winter sports here at Crossings Christian School. This is a night to honor our seniors that have represented CCS through the winter season. These seniors have spent many hours representing Crossings as student athletes, and each senior has been asked to select a coach or teacher that has made an impact on his education, as well as a few words from his parents.
A few words from each athlete's parents. Beginning with our senior
This is Ross Lovelace on the stream tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We will have senior night festivities before we get started with the basketball game. First off here on senior night, we will have Mr. Josh Bowden, who is the son of Teresa and Brett Bowden. He is a member of orchestra, National Honor Society, cross country, wrestling, and earned his Eagle Scout rank. After graduation, Josh plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in petroleum engineering. He would like to thank Mr. Henneke, who is a really good teacher, and Josh appreciates his constant support at each student's different events. Josh's parents would like to share Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. The best is yet to come. We are so excited for you, his parents wrote.
Your God will be with you wherever you go. The best is yet to come. We are so excited for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Josh Bowden.
Next senior up is Hunter Howerton, who is the son of Courtney and David Howerton and a 4-year member of wrestling, a 1-year member of track. After graduation, Hunter plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in sports medicine. He would like to thank Coach John Mendenhall, who is always willing to talk to him about whatever is going on in his life, good or bad. He always makes crazy jokes during practice and has always believed in Hunter and his abilities, he wrote. Hunter's parents would like to share Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Hunter, we are so proud of the young man that you are, his parents wrote. As you move into this next chapter of your life, remember that God loves you, your family loves you, and we will always be there for you. You got this.
Hunter's parents would like to share Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Hunter, we are so proud of the young man that you are. As you move into the next chapter of your life, remember God loves you, your family loves you, and we will always be there for you. You got this. Love you, H. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hunter Howerton.
Our next senior is Anthony Taylor, who is the son of Stacy Taylor. He is a member of wrestling, Spanish club, robotics, band, golf, and cross country. After graduation, Anthony plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in mechanical engineering. He would like to thank Miss Lux, who has been an amazing teacher and has helped him become a better leader. She has given him the opportunity to try new and fun things like being involved in plays and musicals. Anthony's mom would like to share, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Anthony, you are stronger and smarter than you think, his mom wrote. Don't be afraid to keep pushing forward in life. I believe you will excel and do amazing things.
For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Anthony, you are stronger and smarter than you think. Don't be afraid to keep pushing forward in life. I believe you will excel and do amazing things. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Anthony Taylor. Our next senior of the evening is Mr. Dagan Worku.
Next up is Dagan Warku. Next senior of the night here.
Dagan is the son of Hewitt Asefa and Tefera Worku. He is a member.
He's the son of Hiwa Asefa and Terefa Warku. He is a member of the jazz band, National Honor Society, Froshmore Academic Team, Soccer Stuco, Spanish Club, and debate. After graduation, Dagan plans to attend OU and major in mechanical and aerospace engineering. He would like to thank Mr. Brown, who has always been there for him, not only as a student, but also as a friend. Dagan has always enjoyed his class and appreciates his many life lessons Mr. Brown gives. He has always pushed him to not only be a better musician, but a better person. Dagan's parents would like to share Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Dag, we are incredibly proud of the capable and well-rounded man you are becoming. The love we have for you is immeasurable, and we are eagerly looking forward to supporting every goal and celebrating every accomplishment that awaits your bright and limitless future. Love, Mom and Dad.
The love we have for you is immeasurable, and we are eagerly looking forward to supporting every goal and celebrating every accomplishment that awaits your bright and limitless future. Love, Mom and Dad. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dagan Worku. We will now honor our basketball seniors.
Now here we will start with our basketball seniors, beginning with Mr. Wyatt Curry, who is the son of Jolene and Aaron Curry. He is the basketball team manager and a member of Tennis and National Honor Society. After graduation, Wyatt plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in mechanical engineering. Wyatt would like to thank Coach Wheat for pushing him to be the best he can be and for creating a great team atmosphere. Wyatt's parents would like to share numbers 6:24 through 25. May the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you.
May the Lord bless you and
Wyatt has also helped out with plenty of broadcast booth
gracious to you.
technical difficulties this season and has been
Curry.
an absolute asset to our team up here too. Incredible young man down there.
Our next senior is Mr. Matthew Hooper.
Next senior on the basketball squad is Matthew Hooper, who is the son of Michelle and Scott Hooper. He's a member of basketball, track, band, jazz band, student council, Hope Squad, and National Honor Society. After graduation, Matthew plans to attend Baylor University and major in biology. He would like to thank Coach Wheat for pouring into him on a spiritual level and being a good role model to look up to as he prepares for life and college. Matthew's parents would like to share Philippians 1:3 through 6. I thank my God every time I remember you. In all my prayers for all of you, I will always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Matthew, congrats on reaching your final year of basketball, his parents wrote. It has been a joy to watch you compete all these years. We love you and are excited about the future God has for you.
Until the day of Christ Jesus. Matthew, congrats on reaching your final year of basketball. It has been a joy to watch you compete all these years. We love you and are excited about the future God has for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Matthew Hooper.
Next up is Mr. Cooper Molinex, who is the son of Jennifer Molinex. He is a member of the varsity football and basketball team. After graduation, Cooper plans to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in accounting and finance. He would like to thank Mr. Henneke for pushing him to be the best person he could possibly be. He consistently pushes Cooper to stay on the right path and focus on what's important, fulfilling the life God has created for us and living for his glory. Cooper's mom would like to share John 8:12. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Cooper, you are such a blessing. You are worthy just because you are you. You do not have to prove yourself to anyone. We love you, Cooper, wrote his mom.
I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Cooper, you are such a blessing. You are worthy because you are you. You do not have to prove yourself to anyone. We love you, Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cooper Molinex.
Our last senior of the night is Mr. Knox Nave. Knox is the son of Jaron and Jason Nave. He is a member of soccer, football, and basketball. After graduation, Knox plans to attend Liberty University and study graphic design and business. Knox would like to thank Coach Shank because he has welcomed him and been intentional about making Knox part of the team. Coach Shank has been an example of Jesus to him in a big transition in his life. Knox's parents would also like to share 1 Kings 2:2 through 3. Be strong, act like a man, observe what God the Lord requires, walk in obedience to him, and keep his decrees and commands, his laws and regulations. Knox, we are proud of your love and empathy for others. Don't chase your own ambitions, but chase after the things God loves, and you will make huge impacts for eternity. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Knox Nave.
Knox, we are proud of your love and empathy for others.
Knox marks our final senior of the night in the basketball festivities and celebrations. Matthew Hooper, Knox Nave, Cooper Molinex on the floor tonight. Wyatt Curry, team manager, also out there for the basketball squad, who's about to take the court tonight to play Harding Charter. But before, let's give it up one more time for the seniors who have really done so much for this school and this program all over campus. I mean, you heard the many different accolades that these student athletes have, from band to athletics to academics. A lot of talented individuals on the floor right now. And after this picture on the floor, we will get warm-ups before the varsity boys game. Crossings Christian against Harding Charter coming at you live tonight. Gonna be a good one. Two solid 4A teams. Harding Charter capable of upsetting anyone. They've played a lot of great teams close, lost by 8 to OCS. You know, a team that Crossings struggled with twice and lost to last week. So we should have a good one on deck tonight. Lots of potential for, you know, a high-paced, energetic game. Be sure to stay with us tonight. Again, Ross Lovelace on the play-by-play call. We'll have Reed Lovelace on the color call tonight. Knights basketball coming up shortly. We will have boys action between Crossings and Harding Charter here in just under 10 minutes. Welcome back to our second game of the night. Big time matchup here in Oklahoma City between Crossings Christian Knights, the Harding Charter Eagles here. Should be a good one. Crossings Christian, final rankings of the season came out this week. Knights slotted in at number 2. One of the best finishes we've seen in school history, maybe the best finish. 4A getting bumped up a whole classification and still competing in that top 3. Finishing the season number 2. Really impressive for the Knights. Dropping their final game, actually, before rankings came out. A rare loss to OCS.
A very, very low-scoring, high atmosphere game last week between Crossings and OCS.
Yeah, and that OCS gym is absolutely lethal for opponents to play in. I mean, it's scary.
Loud.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was in high school, again, I'm getting pretty old. This was 4 years ago, and I mean, you did not want to play at OCS. It was a scary environment. The fans are on top of you and loud. I mean, the student section does not mess around. They create an awesome atmosphere in that gym. They pack it in, and it got the best of the Knights last week. Luke Gray is an outstanding big man, and even though Crossings lost, those are the type of games that you want to play before playoffs. You want to play against those elite players like Luke Gray, who are going to be playing at the next level.
And that game was actually broke the streak between the Crossings versus OCS rivalry. Crossings hadn't lost a game since I was in high school to OCS.
Yeah.
So OCS snaps their streak there as Crossings, they go 50-50 in the season, Crossings winning 1 and OCS winning the other.
Yeah, my sophomore year was the 2016-2017. That season was the last time Crossings lost to OCS, I believe. And yeah, the Saints really came in with an awesome game plan, and Coach Weaver and Coach Shank are two of the best coaches in the state. They really get the best out of their players, especially on defense. Coach Shank always stresses about OCS's defense, and it was on fire, a week ago. And the Knights, a really interesting team when you look at their resume and you put things in perspective. Right now, with a few games, obviously, the matchup with Harding Charter tonight. Decent Harding Charter team. They've had a pretty solid season, tough schedule. By no means, even though Harding Charter is not ranked, by no means is this a game that the Knights can overlook. Harding Charter has, quite a bit of talent, a lot of impressive wins. CHA, they knocked them off in the Little Axe tournament. Community Christian, able to come away with a win there. A lot of ranked opponents on this schedule. And, even beginning of the season, a tough 3-point overtime loss to John Marshall, in November. Tough loss to Heritage Hall. But a lot of positives for this Harding Charter team, and, a great team for the Knights to kind of find a groove, find a balance in heading into playoffs.
And in the past, this Harding team, skill-wise, we may have been better, at least in my years there. But, man, they are a scrappy team that plays really hard and can get hot. Very athletic and fast team that likes to play with high tempo. So you never know what could happen in a game like this as well.
Now that you mention it, I'm impressed with, the turnaround that we've seen from Harding Charter. This is a team that's, now hovering around 500. They've put together some impressive games, gotten a pretty solid reputation throughout the year by playing teams close. Like you said, playing fast, playing aggressive. Yeah, they're 9-9 on the season, their official record, and they'll finish the season with Crossings, Community Christian, who they've already beat, and then a tough 3A number 5 Crooked Oak team. But this team has some potential. They really do, and it's one of those teams that the Knights don't, they don't see this style of fast-paced basketball all year long. So it's a great test before the playoffs start, the athleticism that the Knights will have to face, because, we've talked about it often. The Knights are a bit young. They need, different challenges. They need different looks, and tonight will be a great chance at one of those different looks, and we'll see how you know, this young team will keep its composure down the stretch.
Absolutely. And like you said, the Knights close out tonight, and then they'll have another 4A opponent in Bethany, number 10. Is that not right? Is that the wrong team? Or is that Community? There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The Knights will end it with Bethany, 4A, number 10, and then they'll play Heritage Hall, 4A, number 14. So after this Harding game, 2 more ranked opponents for the Knights before going into the playoffs, which would be huge momentum wins picking up as they go into the playoffs. Maybe hosting. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to host or not this year.
Yeah.
This may or may not be the seniors' last home game tonight.
We will see what's in the cards for the Knights in the postseason. But until then, there's business to take care of here tonight in Oklahoma City. Nice crosstown matchup here between Harding Charter and Crossings Christian. As starting lineups are announced here, Harding Charter
Number 1, Elijah also.
announced first here as their 5 will run through the tunnels, shake hands with the refs, and dap up the Crossings Knights coaches.
24, Johan Marin. Number 33, Hunter Webb.
Trey Slate back on the bench tonight for the Knights. Really awesome assistant coach that has been key in a lot of the player development over the last few years. Played basketball at Oklahoma. Has been a prominent figure in the AAU landscape in Oklahoma too.
And now let's meet the starting lineups for your 15-2, number 2 ranked Crossings Knights.
And for your Knights here,
A sophomore.
starting off, Cal Furnish, sophomore. Point guard has been, you know, the heart and soul of this Knights team, really initiating the offense and having an impressive year. Cam Parker here on the block has been huge for this Knights team, really anchoring that defense down low, finding ways to score. Knox Nave, senior, getting the start tonight. First start of the season for Knox Nave. Matthew Hooper as well. Out of the tunnel, Matthew Hooper has been an awesome player for the Knights over his 4 years here, really consistent for Coach Shank. Cooper Molinex out of the tunnel, quick selfie with Luke Olson. Legendary handshake there. And the Knights are fired up, ready to rock and roll here.
One thing you notice about these Knights is they are always fired up. The bench is always bringing the energy as well.
Absolutely. And I believe it was Knox who mentioned it in his senior night tribute. That Coach Shank does a great job of making, you know, those bench players feel like they're involved. And you know, that is the recipe to success sometimes, is having that engaged bench and having a team that just cares for each other and that plays for each other.
Absolutely, and that's something that Coach Shank has made a culture of at Crossings, and I don't see that going anywhere in the future as well.
Yeah, absolutely. One of those guys that immediately stands out to me on this team is Luke Olson. He just always keeps that energy high. You saw him at the end of that handshake line. He's been an incredible glue guy for this team all year long.
Goofy guy nonetheless.
Parker here on the tip out. Knights will start with the first possession here. Furnish on the handle to Hooper. And Knox Nave's first start. He runs out of his shoe. He was a little bit excited there on the wing. Well, that's a way to start a game.
Absolutely.
Trying to get Nave coming off a screen there, finds Furnish.
Crossing special backdoor.
Nave able to catch up to it. Tries to find Molinex on the wraparound pass. Molinex, ball on the floor.
It was only a matter of time until Cooper Molinex was on the floor. That man is a hard worker, and he lives on the floor at times because he is always hustling and banging down there with the big guys.
Harding Charter here finding an offensive set to combat this Knights zone. Not sure we've seen Crossings come out in zone many times this year. This is a rare occurrence. Nice up and over finish there for the Harding Charter Eagles. They'll get the scoring started off first.
That will be Hunter Webb with the basket.
Impressive finish for Webb over the top. Extra pass to Parker. Parker long on the three-pointer. Had a little bit too much juice on that one. Nice look there for Furnish. Three-pointer no good. Cal Furnish can't quite come down at the rebound. Strong inside.
1-on-3 there, and the Harding big man comes up with it there.
Parker here taking ball handling duties himself. Kicks out to the corner. Nave gonna launch a three. No good. On the rebound, Parker blocked out of bounds, but man, he was working hard on that possession. Gets the Knights 2 extended series under the goal. Nave not quite online on that three. Looked like it was a bit off balance. Furnish here on the handle, inside with the left.
Great move from
Tough
Furnish
move
there to switch hands in midair to the left hand under the basket.
Inside out action. Harding Charter. Solid defensive sequence there from Furnish to get a deflection.
A little bit of a slow start in this game, partially because of an untraditional starting lineup for the Knights due to senior night. So hopefully they'll get used to starting with each other and get off to a good start here.
Nave in transition to Hooper. Nice look inside, but Hooper couldn't quite capitalize. That was a rocket of a pass there from Nave. Hooper tried for the alley-oop. Knights still in that zone defense rather, that 2-3. Hooper here on the run out to Furnish. Furnish to the corner, Nave, extra pass, Molinex for three, got it! Molinex knocks down his first triple on senior night. The senior big man.
He can get hot at any moment, can't
He absolutely
he really
can. Really an underrated shooter for this Knights team. Deep look, no good there for the Eagles. Long rebound, stepped out of bounds. Harding Charter playing with a lot of fire early, really getting after the loose balls. Extending that man-to-man defense, Harding Charter. Out to the volleyball line, Furnish working across a screen from Parker. Trying to snake his way into the lane, but the ball gets turned over on the right-hand finish. No good. Cam Parker there for the rebound. Up ahead to Knox Nave. Knox Nave in transition. 3-on-1, backdoor pass. Oh my goodness! The extra, Cooper Molinex. Knox Nave to Cal Furnish to Cooper Molinex. That was showtime.
You love to see it from your seniors on senior night, showing out early.
And a three-pointer back the other way. Love the intensity of this matchup. Coach Shank was loving that play. Knox Nave out of nowhere with the backdoor pass in transition. Furnish knew exactly where he was going with the extra pass. Furnish with a deep three, no good. Parker fights to keep it alive. Back to Furnish. Furnish sizing up his defender, receives a screen from Hooper, tries to work it down to Parker, who has an advantage down low. Nice move inside. Parker is blocked. Now the Knights regular starters here about to check in.
You know, I'd like to see Cam Parker be half a second more patient on that pump fake to really let him clear out and then take that foot and try to go up with that. I think he rushed it maybe a little there, and that's why he was able to get a hand on that one.
Nice flare screen action on the corner. And Furnish on his crossover just lost the handle. Turnover. Harding Charter back the other way. On Furnish trying to turn the corner, gets inside.
Unnecessary foul there, maybe.
Yeah, it was 3-on-1 with two big men surrounding. That's DJ Hillman, a freshman, for Harding Charter. And again, like you said, Reed, seemed like an unnecessary foul. It's tough.
The Knights back with their traditional starting lineup here with Matt Goodell, Evan Krotz, Cal Furnish, Cam Parker, and Phoenix Woodson.
Second free throw, no good. Split a pair at the line here. As the Knights in possession of a 7-6 lead midway through the first quarter, a little bit over midway through. Phoenix Woodson, his first touch of the game, working out of the corner, inside to Cam Parker, gets the inside step, strong finish and one. Cam Parker.
Very physical move from Cam Parker there. Little ASMR with the Dr. Pepper open there.
Parker has a chance to finish right here. That old-fashioned three-point play.
Parker has the clear height and weight advantage in this game. You'd think that Crossings will find a way to get him the ball quite often early in this one.
Yeah, and you love to see that from a player like Phoenix. You know, he doesn't start on senior night, and he is a very, sought-after, well-known player in this area. Very highly talented freshman.
Give some post love down there.
And yeah, he comes right in, his first touch of the game. He feeds his fellow big man. Just shows you the kind of player he is, making the right play. Inside. Gonna get a foul call here. Strong take.
It's Matt Goodell's first foul of the game.
Free throw, no good. 2 straight misses at the line for Harding Charter. And again, Harding Charter absolutely has the talent to stay with this Crossings Christian team, but they have to do the little things like free throws. Got to capitalize on all the free points you can get against this talented Knights team.
It's got to be tough for Harding to come in here on senior night with an absolutely packed house, especially on the home side. I don't know if I've ever seen this many kids in one place at once.
Furnish gets a 3-point bucket to drop from deep. And that was a good-looking shot, and that is a great sign for the Knights. If Furnish, is knocking them down from deep heading into playoffs, the Knights are a very dangerous team. Krotz on the steal. In transition, wisely pulls it back out to the corner. Goodell, he'll try a 3. No good. Phoenix Woodson on the rebound, goes back up. Inside Parker.
Another strong finish from Cam Parker.
And Parker gets it. Parker is having an incredible game already. Really just powering the Knights in this first quarter. Unbelievable effort. Two-point basket good here for Harding Charter. Knights looking for an answer. Parker, high ball screen. Furnish got caught in the air, gonna get a foul here.
And you got to think after seeing Furnish hit 1-3, you almost expect them to hit another. So be looking for another Furnish 3 coming up pretty soon.
Knights work the ball into Furnish. That high ball screen from Parker seems like a point of emphasis tonight. Trying to get Furnish on the big fire out to the corner. Krotz, he'll try a triple, top of the key, got it! Fantastic ball movement by the Knights. And Furnish really has some zip on his pass tonight. Man, that's flying around.
When all 3 of your guards can shoot the way these guys can, it's a very, very tough team to guard.
Krotz here in transition, trying to work that right side of the floor. Got him for a travel, I think. And Jonah Kelly, big man in off the bench for Cam Parker, who's had a heck of a quarter.
Somewhat quiet start to the first quarter, and then you look up and now they're at 18.
Out of nowhere. 18 points in a quarter is a lot.
That's what a 3-point shooting team will do.
Terry Wynn on that shot there. Harding Charter fighting back, making just enough shots to stay with the Knights. This high-powered offense attack. Swinging around the perimeter, extra pass. Krotz almost gets the friendly roll, but Phoenix Woodson inside for the rebound. Great positioning inside for the freshman.
And he came in and immediately started battling on the offensive boards.
Yeah, and that's what is so encouraging to see about Phoenix Woodson. For as talented as a player he is, even when he's not scoring, he's having such an impact on the game. That's what a lot of scouts look for at the next level. You know, if your shot's not falling, what are you doing on the floor to help your team? And Phoenix Woodson, there he is inside once again. Offensive rebound, left hand up, no good. But, man, he is battling down there. You know, and when your most talented player is the one down there doing all the dirty work as a freshman, man, it says a lot about the culture and the team that's being built here as Woodson.
A lot of superstars on this very young Knights roster, and watching them grow together is going to be something really special.
Woodson knocks down the first one. Smooth shot. We've seen it multiple times this year. Not afraid to step out and shoot the three-pointer. No good on that one. Going to get an offensive foul on Matt Goodell over the back. Third team foul for the Knights. Crossings stepping up in a press as Kelly beat on the dribble. Oh my goodness, Phoenix Woodson. That's not normal. That is not normal to be able to extend your arms like that and just come away with an emphatic block. He really just, all he had to do was reach out his arms.
Phoenix has some go-go gadget arms, doesn't he?
Absolutely, it's unbelievable. In transition here, Furnish ahead of the break. Tries to wrap it around. Krotz. Quick pass over to Kelly for three. No good. That was almost an impressive play.
I almost think Cal had a pass ahead to Phoenix early there.
And Kelly tries to get to the spot to draw the charge. Looked like it was an odd angle, you know, flying in from that side there. Kelly expected it more to be straight on. 19-11 Crossings with an 8-point lead.
You know, the Coach Shank team is known for taking charges. This team this year has shied away a little bit from the charges, maybe because they have so many guys who can block shots, but you love to see the early attempts from Jonah coming off the bench there.
Furnish here to Kelly. Kelly, try three at the buzzer. Got it! Jonah Kelly at the buzzer. The bench loves it. The crowd loves it. Gives the Knights a 9-point lead heading into the second quarter. Momentum shot there for the big man. What a bucket off the bench for Jonah Kelly. 22-13, Knights lead at the end of the first period of play. We'll be back with second half action shortly. Again, this is Ross Lovelace on the play-by-play. Reed Lovelace helping out with color tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Back in action here. Knights with a full substitution group here. Five new players in the game with a 9-point lead in the second quarter. On the drive, out to Luke Brown in the corner. Brown trying to work that perimeter. Nice move inside from Buckingham.
Great floater. Really tough shot there from Buckingham.
And a really solid move to get there. It was very quick and springy from Buckingham there.
You love to see the faith in the young guys from Coach Shank here early, an 11-point lead, and you got not one starter on the floor.
And, you know, with playoffs, you know, looming right around the corner, Coach Shank loves to figure out who he can trust in those high-pressure games. And what better way to make an impression, you know, right before the postseason starts, as Harding Charter with an easy deuce under the goal here. Buckingham back the other way. Leslie trying to find Rouse on the perimeter, but just denied from the get-go.
And like you said, with playoffs right around the corner, you got to think that Coach Shank is going to try to find ways to rest his starters down the stretch, just because they're going to be having to play so many minutes in the playoffs. And the playoffs really take a toll on your body towards the end.
Yeah.
All the back-to-back games, especially if a team makes the state tournament.
Luke Brown taking the ball out of bounds. Nice pass inside. Coleman Ridley on the left-handed finish. Great chemistry between the pair to get a wide open layup.
I think I'm convinced here at Crossings that we have the two best coaches at baseline out of bounds in the state.
Yeah. Coach Williams and Coach Shank, two of the best to do it. Nice steal on the other end. Harding Charter.
Tough break there. Four-point swing, really.
Malachi Schultz, that is a freshman right there. Really impressive heads-up play. Luke Brown the other way. Through the defense, battling. Great contest, doesn't matter. Luke Brown over the top. Knights falling back into that 3-2 zone, trying to throw off a few of these Harding Charter jump shots. Tough shot from the corner, gonna get a foul on a jump shooter.
I don't know about that one.
You know, Coach Shank does not like fouling jump shooters.
I did see that one late. I'd like to get a replay on that one.
Malachi Schultz at the free throw line. Talented freshman. Already called his name a few times here in the first half. Number 33, Luke Olson checking in for the Knights.
Larry
Replacing
Legend,
Coleman Ridley.
known by his friends.
And we mentioned him before the game as really an energy guy that sparks this unit. A great glue guy. Really just keeps the, you know, mood positive around this talented team. And now getting a chance to show what he can do on the floor. He's a really talented player too. Leslie here on the perimeter, out to Buckingham. Buckingham on the drive, poked away from behind. Up ahead in transition, Olson back. Luke Brown on the contest. Olson on the rebound. Nice block out inside from Olson. Buckingham, left-handed pass to the corner. Luke Brown on the drive. Brown and Buckingham doing a lot of back and forth action here as Brown sets up the defense. Back cut from Nate Rouse to the corner. And, you know, the Knights are moving the ball really well, almost too well. There have been a few times where you might want to be selfish and take a shot.
I would agree.
There.
I think Nate down there driving left with your strong hand, going to the basket with a step. I think you try to get 2 feet in there and try to make something happen. And here come the
full starters back in.
Yep.
Great few minutes from that bench group. They really gave a lot of energy, you know, getting a collective word over there on the sidelines from Coach Shank all together. That's something he's really good about, you know. He trusts his assistant coaches to handle what's going on the floor if he needs to make some corrections on the sideline. Parker there on the contest, just a second too late to get the block. 7-point game. Harding Charter is fighting. Really, really impressed with Malachi Schultz. Woodson steps back for a three, right on line, just a little bit too long. Furnish, left-handed rope pass to Goodell. Goodell drives the middle, up and under. No good, out of bounds.
Great move from Goodell there. But again, I also think that the Knights are being a little passive. I think that there are some shots. Matt Goodell is such a high-quality three-point shooter. You might want that one to go up.
It's to the corner, trying to find Phoenix Woodson. Can establish his post presence inside. I think that's a smart move to try and get him involved in the offensive game plan there. Coach Shank setting up a baseline out of bounds here. Oh, what a play inside. Parker went up for the dunk.
I don't know if he's got that one in the bag. Cam, if you're watching this later, I don't know if you have that one in the bag, man. But you gotta love the aggression from the freshman, who really has improved his vertical this year. Playing with him was super fun, and to see the improvements on his shot, on his athleticism, is really a really fun thing to watch. And he's going to be an outstanding player for this Knights team, and he already is.
Gonna have a foul here on Cal Furnish, headed to the bonus. Harding Charter with a chance to make this a 5-point game. Really, really impressive performance so far in this first half for Harding Charter. First free throw up and good. 28-22.
Has been a little slowed down over the course of the last couple minutes here.
Second free throw no good as Furnish will push in transition off of the Parker rebound. Inside to Parker, strong move. Just lost the handle of the ball. Parker was already thinking about going up and what his next move was. Lost the handle there. Outside on the wing, Schultz on the drive, gonna get fouled. Malachi Schultz really playing well here in the first half for this Harding Charter Eagles team. Lots of burst to the hole. Knights can't really slow him down.
It's hard for the Knights to get something going on the other end because of all these stoppages in play. They can't really get a momentum going with fast break points at all here.
Schultz can't get that one to go at the line. 5-point game. Knights lead 28-23. Goodell trying to find Woodson there on the post. Parker gets it in. Woodson back to Parker. Parker can't get a handle on that pass. And Phoenix has given Parker, a few opportunities to rip that ball away down low and make a strong post move, but the past few possessions after that hot start, Parker hasn't been able to quite get control of the ball.
3 or 4 times tonight, it seems that the Knights have kind of just lost the ball, making regular moves. I don't know if it's slippery or something in the air, but definitely out of the ordinary for this talented Knights team.
Little mini run going on here for this Harding Charter group that got down in a big hole early on, with the senior night festivities, the seniors making some big plays early. That Knox Nave behind the back pass, the extra dish to Cooper Molinex, and then Molinex knocking down a 3. But since the seniors have exited the ball game, the Knights have lost a lot of energy on the floor. It just seems a little bit dead in the arena right now. Harding Charter will start out with the ball here in this second quarter of play. 3:31 left. It's going to be a big stretch for the rest of the game here before halftime starts for whichever side decides to make a run. Woodson not afraid to guard on the perimeter, stepping out almost near half court. And nice play by Woodson to get his hand in there and block the ball and somehow, corral the rebound too. That was...
Wow, they're going to give that one to Phoenix Woodson. Interesting. Great play by Phoenix, and they're going to call a foul on him.
I have no clue what the supposed foul was on here.
I don't know about that one. They're going to say that he ran into him on the way up for the rebound, but I think he was just pursuing the ball, so I'm not too sure about that one.
Yeah, that's a really, really bad call, and Coach Schenk thinks so as well. Phoenix just going up for a rebound and gets undercut. And somehow the foul there awarded to Woodson. Goes 1 of 2 at the line, and Woodson rightfully rips down the rebound. Now the other way. Furnish here, top of the key. Off the crossover, Kratz, corner, quick fire three, no good. Woodson, rebound.
Again, Phoenix on an offensive rebound.
And Woodson fires a rocket, no good. Phoenix Woodson again, and he is battling down there. Man, that is awesome to see.
Seems like he may have taken that call a little personally. There's a little fire in his eye down there on this end.
And one thing I've noticed so far in this game is that Harding Charter is really, really good at deflecting passes and swiping when the Knights bigs keep it low. You see it the past 3 or 4 trips when the Knights bigs try and put the ball on the floor or bring it below their waist, below their shoulders, it's getting swatted at. There's a lot of loose balls. Harding Charter doing a fantastic job of making sure the Knights big men aren't able to use those power dribbles as Furnish off on that 3 right on line. Kratz on the offensive rebound. Inside, Woodson. Oh, the two-handed slammer! Phoenix Woodson with authority. What a pass by Evan Kratz, and Phoenix Woodson with an absolute two-handed monster jam.
He has been a spark in this game ever since he checked in.
Maybe his best dunk of the season right there. That was incredible. I mean, we've seen the breakaway wide open dunks in transition, but that was a two-handed, drop step dunk.
Yeah,
like that was a college dunk right there by a freshman. This kid's 14.
And a spark that the Knights really needed. They were at 28 points for almost, 3 or 4 minutes maybe? 2 or 3 at least. So a big spark maybe will inspire some offense here for the Knights.
Furnish on the drive, working into Goodell. Goodell, nice patient move. The long strides up off the glass. Goodell gets it to go. Nice defense inside for the Knights. Again, Coach Schenk does not like it, when the opponents get 2 feet in the paint. That's when bad things happen for this Knights defense, and you see them taking that personally right here. Furnish here gets fouled from every direction.
Yeah. Double bonus now for both teams for the rest of the half, the last minute and 49 here. Furnish knocks down 1 of 1. And the second is good as well. Coach Schenk adding some pressure here with 1 minute and 30 to try to get some deflection, steals, speed the game up, and he does, and Phoenix goes down for another one.
In transition, just off on that one. And it was the one and set offense that ended up being the monster slam as Woodson able to convert. Man.
Well, I think the
he wanted
place
to bring
would
the
have
house
gone
down.
crazy.
And Woodson on the contest. That is a tough, tough floater over the 6'7" forward.
This Harding team showed up.
Yeah, they really have. Furnish just too high on that pass, out of bounds. The Knights seem to be finding consistent offense when they're running through Woodson here.
Yeah, the Knights are no longer struggling on offense to get anything they want. However, I know Coach Shank would love to have some more stops here.
Absolutely. Out to the corner, nice pass. Kratz with a strong closeout. Goodell lost sight of the backside cutter. Woodson fighting to keep hold of that rebound and gets fouled.
And
Woodson
he'll shoot
headed to the
too.
free throw line, yep.
Woodson is probably close to 10 rebounds by now, if I had to guess.
He's having just an incredible game. And, you know, it's not like he's scored 20 points in the first half or, you know, had a million blocks. He's just playing so hard, fighting for every loose ball, and just really, like, doing the dirty work, and that's something that we haven't quite seen this year. Knights going back with that second unit that we saw for a stretch there in the first half to close out these 51 seconds. Woodson will shoot his second at the line. That one's short. Woodson just a little bit short. He's losing his legs a tad there.
If you take out that little spurt where Crossings went scoreless for a little bit, they might be up by at 50 points by now.
On the ice number 4, Matthew Hooper, his first personal. Double bonus for the Eagles.
Lots of fouls called in this first half.
Elijah Olsen.
Luke Olson and Cal Furnish set to check in here for the Knights. And again, Luke Olson came in with that second unit early in the second quarter. Got that nice block out, ripped down a rebound, had a quick 4-0 run there. And now up only 7 here with 34.9 seconds left in this half. Crossing's gonna need to get a score here, or at least, you know, no turnovers. Can't let Harding get within 5.
They go for the quick shot.
Furnish buries a triple, a deep triple. His second 3 of the game. Nice play there from Furnish. Olsen in transition, great defense on the edge. And we're gonna have a block. And it's the same referee who called that last foul in Coach Shank's face. Calls it right in front of him once again.
A little hesitation after the whistle there. I don't know if he was contemplating or what, but 2 free throws nonetheless.
It just really looked like he beat him to the spot there. Second free throw good. 1 of 2 at the line after Furnish's 3 and a Harding Charter free throw. The Knights in possession of a 9-point lead. Furnish trying to pull back for another 3. Rouse back to Furnish. Furnish on the handle, working around the corner. Couldn't quite get a shot up there. Got caught in the corner with a dribble, and the Knights will head into halftime with a 40-31 lead. We'll take a quick break and return with a halftime show, stats, updates around the state. Lots of basketball tonight, and breakdown of that first half. Again, this is Ross Lovelace on the play-by-play call. Reed Lovelace helping out with color analysis tonight. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We are back after a quick halftime break here right before the second half starts. Crossings Christian in control of a 9-point lead heading into the third quarter. A 40-point first half. Really impressive for this Knights offensive attack, especially after the slow start. You know, we had the flurry of 18 points in that first quarter. You know, you look up and Cam Parker, he's gotten busy in that first opening frame. You know, since then he's quieted down a little bit, but Phoenix Woodson's been there to pick up the slack. A monster two-handed slam in the first half, and so many extra possessions thanks to Phoenix Woodson's hustle and offensive rebounds.
And I mentioned Crossings struggling to score for just a second, but in reality, they're at 40 points at halftime. So on pace for 80, it really wasn't even a bad scoring. Just shows how good that Crossings really can be.
Knights with a high intensity perimeter trap to come out of halftime. Trying to catch Harding Charter off guard, and Cam Parker says not today. What a swat there around the baseline. Pull up triple here. Oh my goodness. The touch to get that one to fall. What a shot. Jonah Marin, that's a freshman right there.
You don't get a back rim bounce like that too often.
Jacoby Williams, actually. There's Williams on that triple. Yeah, you had to have the perfect amount of spin to get that one to just stick on the rim. Really impressive. Another pull-up triple. That one won't fall. Goodell, quick pass ahead. Krotz, one-on-one in transition. Furnish from the corner, no good. Solid setup there from Krotz. Opposite corner, Woodson, he'll try a triple. That one's long. Parker on the rebound. Fan out, Krotz. Krotz working inside to Woodson. Knights would be smart to work inside. Big time advantage down low. Woodson never saw the double team coming there.
He was in kind of an awkward place there to post up, with kind of crowded by some defenders, and it seemed like a pretty awkward place to try to make a move. So
Furnish trying to defend here at the top of the key. Looks like the Knights in a zone.
3-2.
Nice steal inside from Evan Krotz. Quick hands in transition. Krotz ahead of the pack. Up ahead and one. Krotz gets the friendly roll. Off the glass, kisses it home. Goodell inside from the pass. Krotz had a nice, pass ahead in transition in a tight window there. Still found Goodell, trusted him to finish over the defense. And Goodell used the back of his body to kind of box off that defender and extend the arm, take the contact, and one.
Two great plays back-to-back from Evan there to get a wide open shot for the Knights.
Yeah, absolutely. He created that wide open three for Furnish and then allowed the Knights to steal a layup there in transition because of that heads-up pass ahead. Good point. Knights still working out of that 3-2 zone, it looks like. Great movement there from Harding. Wow. And Woodson, man, he is the victim of some unlucky calls tonight. He has really lucked out a few times. That is just... And the ref trying to tell him that he came down, but he came down on the ball.
Yeah.
His hand was just straight out and it touched the ball. The referee trying to have a conversation with Phoenix Woodson here and Cam Parker. Looks like he's talking to the entire Knights front court. I think Coach Schenk was doing some damage control there. He kind of saw what was about to happen there.
Yeah.
Phoenix Woodson was
His emotions are high.
really talking back and forth. But, it shows great growth there, even though, it kind of – he did come out of the game, and it did escalate a little bit. There was no technical. There was no yelling. He was just trying to figure out what he did wrong.
Yeah, and like you said, Coach Schenk does a great way of handling any situation by just talking to his players one-on-one and figuring out situation and getting back to ball.
And that's exactly what he's doing right now with Woodson. It's best to have those kind of question moments from the bench when you're talking to your coach as opposed to on the floor with the refs sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, kind of let it die down a little bit. That ball's going to roll out of bounds here on the Knights baseline. Furnish here, over the top. Parker up and under. Great move inside, but couldn't finish. Harding Charter back the other way, doing a great job.
Just sticking around.
Yeah, and they're playing solid team defense inside. In the first half, they kind of let the Knights get too deep. Oh, my goodness.
That
what
is
a post move there. Inside, off the fadeaway, one-legged jumper. My goodness.
Tough shot.
John Marin, that's a freshman right there. Tough move. Oh, my goodness. A rocket, a fired rocket there inside from Evan Krotz. Just could not control it, Matt Goodell. And you've seen that a few times from Krotz with the fire on the pass. He's just been putting guys in the right position all night, whether it pays off or not. You can just see how much he trusts his teammates in those situations. Nice pass inside of the high post. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Kelly trying to get that rebound, just can't.
It seems that Harding's energy is a little bit higher right now.
That's Johan Marin again. 2 big buckets from him. Furnish here in transition. Krotz, he'll try a 3. No good. Parker on the rebound inside. Tough move. Left hand, no good. Parker back up. He'll get fouled there.
Biggs
Parker
have been
headed
great
back to the
on offensive rebounding tonight.
Back to the free throw line. Free throw good there. Cam Parker. Knights lead suddenly sits at 4. And this game is far from over.
I believe the Knights started with 40 at half, so 4 points into 4 minutes of this second half so far.
And like I said, you can really tell the adjustments that Harding has made, especially on the defensive end. They're not leaving their post on an island with Phoenix Woodson and Cam Parker. It's a team effort. They're sending guards down to dig. They're sending posts down to double team. Impressive adjustments. Knights in that boxed in 3-2 zone. Harding Charter going to try a triple from the corner. Got it! Got it! 2-point game. And who else but Malachi Schultz once again. Three-pointer from the opposite corner, and that is Jonah Kelly. His second triple of the night.
What a response.
His presence off the bench has been huge for the Knights tonight. That should be Harding ball. Yeah, and they're going to get it staying over on that side. Furnish had the box out. But the jump, the leap over is what won the offensive rebound there.
Comes some fresh legs for the Knights. Coleman Ridley and Matthew Hoover check into the game, as well as Cooper Molinex.
Nice move inside. Just lost the handle going up
the floor.
on the floater. Nice pass ahead from Furnish. Oh my goodness, out of nowhere. Hooper Shot blocked, but looks like there's going to be a foul on the body there. Got some contact. Hooper will go up and shoot 2 at the line. Man, it looked like he had a runaway layup there, wide open and out of nowhere, flying in. Impressive hustle. Hooper knocks the first one down at the line. Second one for Hooper, up and in. Crossings lead back up to 7 now. A little bit of a scare. Harding cut it to 2. 1 possession game. But the Knights with a response here.
Great defense from Ridley. Great defense from Furnish as well.
Knights getting after it on defense. A trap in the corner. Ridley over the top, and Ridley forces a jump ball.
There's some fire.
Yeah, Ridley's another one of those players off the bench that Coach Shank absolutely feels like he can trust because of just how solid he is on the floor all around.
And really the energy seemed to have gotten a little low, and Ridley come in and to make that defensive play with Furnish there really puts a spark to this defense.
Yeah, and Ridley does such a good job as a turnover there from Furnish. Just a lazy pass there on the wing. Oh, and they're going to get Hooper for a foul. Man, that was great defense from Hooper, and he knocked the ball off of the dribbler's foot. Should be Crossing's ball. That's a tough call for Matthew Hooper. But back to Coleman Ridley. He's just been an incredible piece for this Knights team who really understands his role. I remember one of the first conversations I had with him. He told me that he just wants to be an elite 3-and-D player. He knows how good he can be for this Knights team as just a solid defensive hustle guy and someone that can make shots when the Knights need him to, and you're seeing that tonight. Oh my goodness, and Furnish absolutely hacked going up. And that's the second time in the past 2 trips that the Knights have been emphatically blocked but fouled on the body there.
Great strong left drive from Furnish there.
Absolutely. Because if you go up with that one and you don't have control of the ball and it's a soft take to the rim and you get swatted, you're not getting that call most of the time.
Yeah.
The only way you get that call is if Furnish gets to the rim just like he did.
What makes Furnish so deadly is his specialty pull-up jumper from the elbows, from the corners, really wherever it is. And we haven't seen a whole lot of that tonight. We'll probably see one coming up pretty soon, but he knocks it down and heads to the bench.
After those Furnish free throws, the lead is extended to 9. Knights needed them bad. Crossings in a man-to-man defense. Phoenix Woodson. Nice anticipation in the pass ahead to Hooper. Hooper inside Ridley. Great ball movement, and that is started by Phoenix Woodson. And you see how fired up Coach Shank is? It's because Phoenix Woodson kept his composure at the free throw line, did not get a technical, walked back over to the sideline, talked to the coaches about it, figured out exactly what he needed to do, and came back in and made it better. His first play back in is a backside steal, a hustle play.
Not to mention a great pass, unselfish play from senior Matthew Hooper on the other end as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Missed free throw there. And Furnish checking right back in. Just a quick water break.
And man, Ridley and some of those guys checking in really got this score back up to double digits.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good things out of the bench tonight. Everyone that's played has had something different to bring to the floor. Ridley here, nice pass to the corner, good idea. Woodson on the drive, great skip pass to the corner. Woodson to Hooper for 3, got it! And Phoenix Woodson with the vision. Matthew Hooper on senior night knocks down a triple from the corner. What a play.
And Matthew Hooper knows all about corner threes, just ask CHA.
He does. Matthew Hooper, a corner specialist. Up ahead in transition, Phoenix Woodson, Cal Furnish on the cross. Oh my goodness, up and under, Cal Furnish. Coleman Ridley
for the pass from Cal Furnish. And just like we were saying earlier, the Knights can get the lead from 2 to 15 in a matter of 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah, you look up, 15-point lead. after that huge Harding run, that three-pointer that they got to stick on the front of the rim. The Knights respond thanks to energy from the bench, Phoenix Woodson and Cal Furnish. And you mentioned it earlier, that mid-range jumper for Cal Furnish is so lethal. So many teams see that on film that when he gets to those spots in the game, it's hard not to fall for it and jump at him. And then when they do, he's able to make the smart play and just dump it off like we saw in that exact play.
Absolutely. You love to see Matthew Hooper impacting the game the way he has on senior night as well, going and getting a nice assist for a layup and then immediately hitting a three right after. Something you love to see from your seniors. On senior night, you got a three from Cooper Molinex as well as a three from Matthew Hooper. Nate Rouse on the floor with Luke Olson, Caden Leslie, Coleman Ridley, and Braden Buckingham.
Student section fired up here to end the third quarter, wanting one more stop before the final frame. Luke Olson back in. Great defense there from Olson to stay in front. Couple nifty moves inside. Oh my goodness, and a tough one-legged floater inside.
Harding has made some tough shots tonight.
They really have. And there's Ridley, tried to find that backside pass, and that's exactly what Coach Schenk is saying. Just make the easy play. You know, a few of these guys, that's why they're in. Coach Schenk trusts them to make that easy play. Just got to take what the defense gives you sometimes. Stepped out of bounds there.
Yeah.
You could see that one from up top.
And back to that play, Ridley there, you know, with the score how it is, you drive that or you kick it to the corner and you make the easy play or you try to create something else. There's definitely no rush there to try to make something crazy happen.
Buckingham trying to find Ridley there on the screen and roll, but just couldn't. Half-court heave is no good, and that's the end of the third quarter. Knights up by 13 after a high-powered attack there.
Roller coaster of a quarter.
Roller coaster of a quarter. Looked like it could have gone either way there to start the frame. The Knights' lead was cut down to 2, believe it or not, at one point in that third quarter. 2 points. And then Phoenix Woodson, Cal Furnish, and co. took over. 59-46 heading into the fourth quarter. This is Ross Lovelace on the play-by-play call. Reed Lovelace, color analyst. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with fourth quarter action live. Crossings enters this fourth quarter with a 13-point lead. I believe chant already coming out from the student section. The runs that this game's been on, things could change quick. Knights seem to have found their rhythm finally, though. Harding gonna fire away from deep. No good. 2 good looks on that possession. Knights struggling to get a rebound inside. Oh my goodness.
Great play over a 6'7" and a 6'6".
Yeah, for real. Really tough finish, a floater over the top. Phoenix Woodson here. Right hand pass to the corner inside. Cam Parker, Furnish corner. Goodell for 3, got it. The ball movement, bang, is impeccable here. What a shot from Goodell. What a pass from Furnish. And man, he's been on the money with his extra passes tonight. He seems to know where every player on the floor is.
Yep. This crossing seems playing very unselfish right now.
And Malachi Schultz gets that one to fall. And again, tonight we've called number 12's name a lot, DJ Hillman. Number 22 names Malachi Showman. And Johan Marin, number 24. All 3 of those players for Harding, who we have referred to a lot tonight, are freshmen. That's pretty unbelievable. they have a lot of young talent on the floor and really have hung around with this Knights team and made this a competitive game. The future is so bright for the Harding Charter Eagles. Parker here with the smooth shot. Nice free throw up and over.
Fun little stat, all 15 players from the Crossings roster were in by the third quarter of this game.
Harding Charter here trying to operate around the Knights' 3-2 defense. Knights rotating well. Tough shot. Cam Parker played really solid defense there. Woodson here. Patience. Up ahead to Goodell. Goodell tries to pass it ahead. Furnish comes away with the loose ball. Rope pass to the corner. Krotzel tried triple, no good. Cam Parker tries to corral the rebound. This one's going to go out of bounds on the Knights. Harding Charter will take over possession. 64-50 here in the fourth quarter. 14-point lead for the Knights.
Although this game has been close, you've never really thought that Crossings hasn't been in control. I'd like to see them extend this lead to maybe 20, another 6 points here to get some cushion.
Little under 6 minutes to play here in this ball game. Competitive game all around. Harding Charter getting inside, shooting a floater. Going to get a foul on the shot, it looks like. Another freshman at the line for this Harding Charter team. And the Eagles for Harding Charter only have one senior, Terry Wynn. Again, a really, really young group that has had a lot of composure tonight. I mean, if Crossings is able to go on two, massive runs,
Yeah,
and you're able to withstand that and hang within 15 points, that's really, really impressive, because at two times in this game, the Knights really looked like it could have gotten out of hand.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Goodell loses the ball on the handle, trying to operate that high screen and roll. And sometimes it just looks like the Knights offense is trying to do too much. They're so talented and they flow so well when it's clicking. But when the ball gets stagnant, they try and do a lot. Woodson in transition here, and again, there's only 5 minutes left, so you're not playing your conventional style. You're not trying to really get out and run, shoot a lot of threes. You're really trying to slow it down, as Furnish does take a three there, just off. But that could be a reason for some of the slowed down pace of play. In transition, gonna get another foul.
It's hard. It's hard to have all these stoppages in play. There's been so many fouls in this game, and I think it really negates the energy at times. Just it's hard to stop and then start and stop and start and get in a run like that.
Furnish here being pressured near half court. Stepped out. And Crossings showed a lot of energy when that second unit was in and sprinkled in there. And with the starters back in the fourth quarter, it's died down a lot. It seems like this unit kind of thinks that they have the game in the bag.
Look a little out of function right now. And
inside, going to get another foul. And Hardings has taken 3 or 4 wide open threes.
Yeah.
This game could be a lot closer.
And earlier we kept talking about how well the Knights were rebounding offensively, and now it seems like it's switched. Harding Charter has gotten 3 or 4 rebounds in the last couple of possessions. Four minutes and 30 seconds. Down 11. Free throws are very, very important. Definitely going to want to have that one back. And 0 for 2 from the line. Remains 64-53 with 4 minutes here left.
Parker with a strong rebound, getting his arm held, his left arm. Went up with one arm and wrestled it down. Drew the foul.
Hunter Webb has fouled out of this game. What a great game from him. He was all over the place. Little undersized, but man, he left it all out there. Hats off to him.
No good on that shot. And the
Coleman.
Knights keep possession. Coleman Ridley saves the play there, keeping the ball alive. Inside, Woodson with the left.
Great ball from Cal there, putting it right where nobody could get it but Phoenix.
Strong body control too by Phoenix. Keep that ball going up. Parker on the handle. Little behind the back action, give and go. Inside, Parker. Can't get it to go with his own rebound and finish.
I know
Just wanted the extra stat.
Evan might be a little salty about that assist right there, Cam.
From the wing, got it. Nice looking three-pointer there, keeping Harding, knocking on the door right in there. 13-point game. Not quite over yet. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout too. 3:41 left, full timeout. Both teams take a seat on the bench. Crossings lead 69-56 with 3:41 left in the fourth quarter. Furnish here. Passing the ball inbounds to Krotz, who will take the ball handling duties with 3:30 left. To the corner, Kelly. Ridley turning the ball over, trying to make something happen inside. Harding on the break here. Nice hesitation, couldn't quite get it to go off the glass. Offensive rebound though. Eagles Missed that floater. Knights
Tough
have a
shot
chance
there.
to get to 70 right here. Up ahead, Krotz. Krotz has Kelly on the backside. If he wants the three, inside to Ridley. Ridley outside. Furnish, he'll try a triple. Just off the front of the rim. You know Coach Shank wants him taking those shots, heading into playoffs, try and find that rhythm from deep. Furnish has serious range when he gets going.
Ross, we talked about him a lot this game, but what a game from Cam Parker down low as well as Phoenix.
Absolutely.
They really battled and got a lot of rebounds in this game, and during the playoffs, you're going to have a lot of rebounds from your bigs.
Crossings wins a lot of games because of their guard play. Cal Furnish, maybe the best point guard in the state. Matt Goodell, fantastic shooter, great creator, and Evan Krotz, he just does it all. Tonight, we saw Crossings really have an advantage with their bigs.
Absolutely.
I mean, Phoenix Woodson and Cam Parker were incredible. And not to mention, Jonah Kelly comes off the bench and drills 2 threes.
Yep, and Cooper Molinex as well.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a really impressive night all around for the Knights front court. Oh, my goodness. Inside, no look. Cal Furnish. Inside to Coleman Ridley, who's been the recipient of a few of those.
If Cal gets in the lane, it's normally a good outcome that's going to happen.
Absolutely. From the wing,
A little
that
off
shot
there.
was all short. And Ridley going to try a triple. No good. Phoenix Woodson there for the rebound. Oh, gets
Great
the whole
move.
defense up. And he goes under. Phoenix Woodson with the left. Substitute timeout here for the Knights. We'll stay on air. Crossings lead 75-56 with a minute 32 left in this final quarter of play.
Definitely a little bit of a rocky game, but at the same time, you love to finish the game that way on a run like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Getting it up to 20 and leaving with a good taste in your mouth.
Absolutely.
And putting up 75 is never a bad thing either.
Ridley saves that pass inside. At the free throw line, first one no good. Second free throw here, up and good. Luke Brown on the transition push, can't quite handle it, just gets away from him there.
Great pull-up from number 5.
Student
Anthony
section
Tucker.
was chanting pretty loud there for Wyatt Curry to check in the game. He's suited up for the first time all season. Team manager, he's been incredible for this team to have.
Absolutely, and I got to have Wyatt. He was our manager my senior year as well, and just a great dude who loves to be around the game and is always so helpful to the team. So,
And he is checking in.
oh, there he goes.
We didn't know if it was possible being the
Perfect
team
timing.
manager and with the bench so big.
Love to see that.
But Curry is going to check in here. And there's no coincidence that his last name is Curry. You guys are about to find out. Wyatt Curry checks into the game, and the crowd goes crazy. They want to see this kid score some points.
We got to see a Curry shot here.
Owen Anderson on the rebound. Tries to find Luke Olson. Wyatt Curry
He doesn't
trying to
seem
find his spot on the
to
floor.
know where to go here. He's posted
To
up.
Olson. Wyatt Curry gonna try three.
Oh!
Not quite there for Wyatt. And Olson back to take a charge. 29.5 seconds left. Knights have a 15-point lead, and Luke Olson is back in front of the defense
That's
taking
what
a
you love
charge.
to see right there. And you know Coach Shank is happy to see young guys coming into the game and taking a charge
Just
like
uncommon effort there. Owen Anderson here, bringing the ball up the floor for the Knights. Gonna have a foul. Knight's going to have a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Knights team foul, third against the men. 1-1 for the Knights.
21.7 seconds left. Looks like this one is all but over here. Knights leading 75-60. Fast down the floor. Harding Charter. 10 seconds left. Looks like the Knights going to dribble this one out unless Wyatt Curry can get another shot here. Harding Charter back the other way.
Man,
And they'll
they
finish
fought till
this
the
one,
very end.
making this a little bit closer. And absolutely Harding Charter with an incredible effort led by a team of mostly freshmen. I am just really, really impressed by their entire team, coaching staff from the top down. Hats off to Harding Charter, really competitive game.
To come here at the number 2 team in 4A, who's knocked down the number 1 team in 6A, just a phenomenal team, and to go into their home place and keep it this close is a great game, but also great resilience by the Knights to finish out and get it back up to 20 and hold that lead till the end there.
Yeah, sometimes on nights like this, it's hard to keep up, the intensity. When you've played schools like Edmond North, the 6A number 1, you lose to Dale, the number 1 and 2A, you know. And nights like tonight, you see how consistent and just how talented this team is, just by being able to, overpower, this hard-fought team like Harding Charter was tonight.
And what a great showing from the big man as well as the guards. Just a great way to finish the game there.
Yeah,
again.
great hustle. Everybody fought to the buzzer. Everyone off the bench. Really a great team effort. Thanks for tuning in. Again, this was Ross Lovelace on the play-by-play call tonight. Reed Lovelace, color analyst. Knights finished their last home game here on senior night with an 11-point win over Harding Charter. Thanks for tuning in all season long.